How goes the family? How goes it? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. All that good stuff. There you go. Try to get the filter right. I want to talk about this great brother that's behind me. Rest in peace, rest in power. Michael K. Williams definitely will be missed. Obviously, everybody knows him for his iconic role of playing Omar in the series The Wire. If you've never seen The Wire, definitely one of the greatest series that was ever created, educational, entertaining, powerful series about Baltimore, Maryland, and things of that nature. So, Michael K. Williams was born on November 22nd, 1966. Actually lived in Flatbush, was raised in Flatbush, Brooklyn. His mom was from the Bahamas, and his dad is lineage comes from South Carolina. So he's both parents are from different parts of the diaspora. I think it's great to have that two different perspectives coming from the Caribbean and then coming from African American perspective all at the same time. But one of the greatest actors ever. Obviously, my favorite role with him was playing Omar in The Wire, basically the drug dealer that stole money from other drug dealers. And he was actually in another show known as Boardwalk Empire. He did a great job of playing African American businessman slash gangster back during the time after World War One and whatnot. So that was a great role he played as well. So it was very, very interesting. I know he's played on the various other stuff. So I remember he played on, I think, I Love My Wife, the movie where I think her name was Kerry Washington and Chris Rock. Terrible with names. But I know he was actually in the Night of, Gone Baby Gone. He played a small role in 12 Years a Slave. He played in various amounts of roles, and I know, unfortunately, it's stated. So I'm not going to say that it's 100% fact. It's stated because he died at the age of 54 that there was drug paraphernalia near his body. The investigators said when they found his body in New York City. Unfortunately, now how true that is, I don't know. So I'm not going to put any speculations or rumors out there and things of that nature. But I will say I remember the last time I saw him. I remember he was fighting drug addictions. I remember he got so deep into the character of playing Omar after the show The Wire was over. I think people found him at a drug house and things of that nature, and it took him a minute to come back, and he was fighting, those demons. Everybody has demons to fight. I'm not an advocate of drugs on any level, not even marijuana. People that are making money off of it, good for them, but I'm not really a big advocate for people staying high in their days and always trying to find some sort of escape route in life and things of that nature. But the moral of the story is he will be missed. Great talent. Will never be another one like him. Very authentic. I remember he told the story how he got the scar on his face. I didn't even know that was actually the actual real scar on his face until I saw him in something outside of The Wire 1 and 2 until he told the story about how he got the scar. I just remember the little bits and pieces of him, how he got the scar on his face was people tried to jump him, and he was actually jumped, him and his friends, back when New York was 10 times crazier than it is now. And somebody actually stabbed him in his face, and he said he didn't even feel it. He actually thought he was sweating when when the blood was coming down, and people were looking at him like he was crazy. But I remember, I'm going to end this video off on this note. I remember the last video interview I saw him in. I think it was with Nick Cannon, if I'm not mistaken, maybe somebody else. But I will say that the last interview I saw him in, he was talking about economics. And when I say economics, I mean he was talking about he actually bought his own studio within New York City. And because he had all these different projects that he wanted to get off the ground from an entertainment aspect. And he was talking about how much easier it is nowadays compared to when he first became an actor because of the Hulus and the Netflix. The best thing about, whether you love them or not, the Hulus and the Netflix nowadays, they are actually bringing more creative ideas to the forefront than your regular normal Hollywood studios from yesteryear. You know, like the Paramounts and the NBCs and the ABCs, et cetera, and so forth. So I find that to be very interesting. But not only do I find that to be very interesting, but it saddens me because it sounded like he really had a vision outside of just being in front of the screen. He had a real big vision of being wanting to do things behind the screen and wanted to become more creative. He even said people like Tyler Perry and Damon Dash inspired him because Damon Dash has his own studios in Los Angeles. Tyler Perry has his own studios down in Atlanta. And it just talks about the story of a guy who, you know, went through some hardships, but he had plans and goals and aspirations to really build. And the people that are talking like that, those are the ones that need to be connecting more with the builders and the creators, and not just the people that just want to say something loud, just and to go out of the way to do something stupid to get attention and whatnot. But no, he was actually a visionary, and I don't think he gets enough credit that he deserves. That's why I wanted to make this video to say not only rest in peace and rest in power to you, Michael K. Williams. You will be missed, but I know you had more vision outside of just being in front of the camera. You had a lot of great vision and things you wanted to do behind the camera. So rest in peace. And as I always say, family, enjoy your life. Don't take any moment for granted because you never know when your number's up. All right. Do the great 3 free things. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. And as I always say, make money moves, or you're going to live broke like a fool. Take care.